Are you excited for Dragon Ball Magic? Let me know in the comment section below, yes or no, and why or why not. Let's get the hype train rolling for Dragon Ball. Hit that like button. Today's like goal is 1,000 likes. Let's get to it, guys. So we have huge news for Dragon Ball Magic, and honestly, this just explains so much as to the direction that Dragon Ball has been going toward lately, and the man that really is behind this vision. Like, we are going into the next generation of Dragon Ball by mimicking the greatest aspects of the past generation of Dragon Ball. And honestly, I would say probably adding some of that fan fiction flair to this new iteration, because we finally know who the special guest is at New York City Comic-Con, and the special guest for the Dragon Ball panel is going to be Akio Iyoku. And yeah, this is the guy that a few weeks ago was rumored to be trying to make his own company, Capsule Company, to make his own Dragon Ball stories and to kind of pull away a little bit from Toei Animation. Now, I dropped an entire video on this departure, this conflict that is going on within Toei Animation, within Shueisha, a few weeks ago, so I'm gonna leave a link to that video so you guys can go ahead and go more in depth to it. But in this video, I wanted to go ahead and talk about exactly what this means for Dragon Ball moving forward, because if you did watch that video, you know that this is the guy that really pushed that we have Gohan be the main in Dragon Ball Superhero, that we bring Broly back. He is trying to bring the best aspects of Dragon Ball Z and make them essentially canon. And so it doesn't really surprise me whatsoever that this guy is making a Dragon Ball GT type of remake for Dragon Ball's future, connecting it to the end of Z. It doesn't surprise me that much now that, you know, I know who it seems to be one of the major minds behind it, because he is a guest and the host of the Dragon Ball panel on New York City Comic-Con that is supposed to be where we see the teaser for Dragon Ball Magic. So I think that this guy is trying to bring the best aspects of Dragon Ball, and I'll be honest with you, I'll be completely honest with you, Broly is one of the best aspects of Dragon Ball. Gohan having his own type of movie with Piccolo, again, one of the best aspects of old Dragon Ball. And when it comes to Dragon Ball GT, the Grand Tour had its problems, but the concept of the Grand Tour is not bad. It is really good. But you know what is even better from Dragon Ball GT? Dragon Ball's Super Saiyan 4 transformation. And I believe that that is the direction that we are going. We're going to be going toward new transformations that are solely on the Saiyan race, because of the fact that those are the greatest aspects of Dragon Ball GT and its legacy. The legacy of Dragon Ball GT is Super Saiyan 4, and all the pieces are fitting together very nicely. All we need is some sort of event in the future of Dragon Ball, maybe past the end of Z, where they have to rely on those Saiyan transformations, or at least one of the characters gets something along those lines, say like Broly or something, or say like Vegeta, his transformation of Ultra Ego transforms more into a Super Saiyan 4S type of transformation. But the fact that we're getting this announcement of executive producer Akio Iyoku being on the panel, and he is right now in talks to try to kind of like make his own company that focuses on anime for Dragon Ball, and he can kind of make his own vision because he is the one kind of like pulling the strings up to this point, it means that the future of Dragon Ball is finally clear. We are finally getting a direction, because they gave him the host for the panel, so he probably will be getting this kind of branch off with this company where he can kind of focus on the anime solely, or anime projects solely for Dragon Ball, and make his own stories. And the stories that he's making, they're obviously like, he's obviously a fan, but they're obviously stories from the past. So I wouldn't be surprised if in like 5 years we're going to be getting stories about Cooler, we get Bojack, we get Janemba. Like, if we don't get stories from those characters in the next 5 years, I would be shocked. Or something similar, a character that's similar to that, because I believe that's where they're pulling this stuff from. They're pulling this stuff from the past, making continuous story that is fully canon, that is something fully supported by the fans. And I, for one, am just excited to see what's going on. I want to see what this panel has to offer, and if we're going to be getting some big news, and what the animation for the Dragon Ball Magic trailer is going to look like. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. This is going to be BlackScape signing off. Take care, guys.